So this one goes out to my fellow Ghanaians that went to boarding school in Ghana. If you had your time again, would you still want to go through the boarding school experience that you had? I say this because I didn't get that opportunity. I almost had that opportunity. My father was going to send me to Achimota at the time, one of the renowned Motown schools. If you went there, you were like, you went to one of the best schools. I don't know about now. But yeah, my mum was against it. And so eventually I didn't go because she was worried about like caning and, me being from the UK. Maybe she felt like I would not have the best experience. But I always think like I really did miss out. I don't know if I would have enjoyed the experience because I feel like it's a mixed bag. Like my relatives that did go to boarding school, they do often talk about, hard times. The discipline was insane, with the teachers, the seniors. But at the same time, what I feel like I did miss out on is the fact that a lot of you that did go to boarding school, like you have very good long-term friendships. And, you guys even still do like reunions, which I think is so good because growing up in the British school system here, I feel like that's something that's really lacking. Like my secondary school doesn't even exist anymore. Like my secondary school is now like a block of flats. And I feel like I don't know many schools in the UK that do like reunions. And I feel like Ghanaian schools do really well with that. Even to the point like you guys, you have like old school reunions back in the 80s. So I feel like it's really good. And also one thing I've realized with like my friends and relatives that went through the boarding school system is like, it really helps in terms of like connections. I feel when, I've not had that benefit of like friends in maybe like high places. I think it's called nepotism, where people can connect you due to your like links. So I feel like, yeah, as much as I do hear like a few sort of horror stories about boarding schools in Ghana, like the chop box thing, the food, obviously the school teachers were like not like scary, all of that. But I feel like on a long-term basis, it'll be interesting. Please put in the comments like your boarding school experience. Would you do it again? Would you? Because they always say like we went through the British school system, we had it really easy. We had that kind of milk and honey life, whilst you lot were eating kenke and guitar school boys. We were drinking like milk and apples. That's always a thing I realize with those that went to boarding school. But anyway, thought of the day again.